RWBY Volume 1, Episode 4, The First Step. So we get introduced in this episode to both Nora and Ren right off the bat. And all it is just Nora rambling on again and again and again and again and again and again and again until finally Ren makes one single comment to break it up.
Nora,
Yes, Ren?
I don't think sloths make a lot of noise.
And he's been listening this whole time. He's been attentive.
I love the way that their characters were written because I think it was Miles. He talked about it. Maybe it was Carrie, but one of them talked about the inspiration for these characters, and they said, "All right, so what if one of them was a morning person, and the other wasn't?"
And thus they were born.
But see, that's not his character, though. Like, it's not that he's not a morning person. It's that he's pretty much like, I just don't talk very much, but I know you're going to. So you're going to do all the talking, and I'm just going to sit here.
He's chill. He drinks tea. He's not lively.
But he speaks when it's important.
Like Ferb.
Like Ferb. Wow. Ren is Ferb.
Yep,
So is Nora then Phineas?
Yes.
Would Weiss be Candace?
GG.
Yes.
Oh,
Mom!
sad.
So shortly after Nora and Ren, their conversation kind of trails off pretty quickly, and then we have Ruby and Yang talking about teams and the whole exercise today, and Ruby's like, "Yeah, I'm finally gonna be good for this one because this is combat, and I know how to do combat."
And she, like, this is where you truly see that she loves her weapon.
Mm. And we get a little bit of what I think is a Full Metal Alchemist reference in this one too.
And secondly, I don't need people to help me grow up. I drink milk.
I mean, it could be. I don't know. I feel like it's like a
It
slice
feels
fish.
pretty direct
But-
for me, and then with the episode 1 having the truth, I feel like it's all connected.
Maybe. I'm not fully with you on that one, but
Oh, I
maybe I can see it being a possibility.
I'm right. I know I'm right, and that's all I need.
But then we see John walking around in the background, and he mentions a specific locker number.
Yeah, locker number 636.
It's a reference to Rooster Teeth's office at the time, at least of this making of this episode.
Mm-hmm. And as we get to that whole transition, it's about him panicking about having left his stuff in the wrong locker. Blah, blah, blah. Typical Jean stuff. But then after that, it leads into our official introduction to Pyrrha. So opinions of Pyrrha then versus now.
Best girl. Period.
It's a hard
She's very
argument
much-
to go against.
It's very much like you see Weiss, who's like talking her all up, and John is kind of being, in my opinion, a little bit of a dick, but he's also kind of dumb, so maybe he's not being a dick. But he's pretty much saying, like, I don't know who you are. Like, you mean nothing. Like, okay. And I think she actually kind of likes that, because everyone else around her has always been like, oh my gosh, you're amazing. Give me your autograph.
Mm-hmm. And she even talks about that later on, about how that's part of the reason why she does like him.
Yep.
But that's that whole little bit is Weiss is talking to Pyrrha about trying to team up with her. You know, we're gonna be the best in the school. We're gonna run the school. Ha ha ha. Well, ha 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 ha. Meanwhile, Jean wants to go with Weiss, and Pyrrha wants to go with Jean. It's a very early hint to the love triangle that forms very rapidly.
Yeah. Kinda. But I like how she goes to point, like, well, I'm pretty sure teams are gonna be 4. So we could all work together type thing. Nah.
It is a very adorable interaction between them all. We get the whole Pumpkin Pete's Marshmallow Flakes bit. And that's you also see the pureness of Pyrrha. It's like, yeah, it's a shame that they're not that healthy for you, though. Oh, it's such a terrible thing. And it ends up with Jean kind of being too much upfront with Weiss. And Weiss asks for some, someone to pretty much take care of him. And then Pierre just throws her spear and launches him into the wall.
And he kind of just sits there.
It's almost kind of like a Tsundere vibe.
Kinda.
Shut your gas sting mouth.
It's not like I like you or anything, Jean. Baka. But
Why
as
won't
they
you notice me?
as they're walking out of that hall, we do get our first introduction into semblances, even though we don't know it yet.
Yeah, because we see her just kind of pull her spear out of the wall
Without touching
magically. Yeah.
And you even hear a little bit of that
Telekinesis.
sound that she has with her magnetism.
And then the best part.
Yep, our introduction to Team Cardinal. Unofficially.
The douchebags.
Yeah. Douche crew.
Me and the cool kids.
Yeah. Douche crew, cool kids for life. And all four of them are named Chad.
Jeez.
Chad, Brad, Thad, and Chad.
I was thinking like Chad, Chadwick, Chadius.
Chadius.
Start
Chaddian.
making up names.
Anyway, we get our whole little introduction into what's going to happen next. We get introduced to, Osmond and Glinda start going over the team-making process. But like the whole, so you'll have to work on your landing strategy. And the whole time John's like, so, what exactly is a landing strategy?
I'm just like he goes through a huge cycle of questions. He just gets ignored completely.
So are we getting parachutes or no? You will be falling. And that's pretty much how the episode ends, is just him being launched off and Ozpin taking a sip from his cup.
And he is just, everyone else is like calm in the air, going down, in the words of Deadpool, superhero landing type thing. And then there's John just like flipping, flailing everywhere. Like, very clearly he is not meant to be there.
And that's it for the episode.
It really isn't that much of an episode, but it has it's more humor than anything.
Yeah.
It sets up, in my opinion, a little bit of a fun period. Kind of gets things going. You can kind of see some people in action. Yeah.
Yeah.
The tone of the show is different here, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Than later.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So what's your rating, Connor?
My rating, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah? What about you, Mike?
I'm sticking with 8.
Jeez, Pete.
There's a decent amount of humor. Pierre is here. I can ask for nothing more.
I'm going for 6 myself. Okay, well, I think I know the answer, but Connor, who's your favorite character in this one?
Ozpin. Without a doubt,
Mike.
it's Ozpin in this one.
And this one, Nora.
Oh. I was
Okay.
expecting Pyrrha.
She is a great character in this episode. Both her and Pierre are great characters, but Nora has that whole intro that's fantastic.
I like John in this one. I think he's hilarious in this. Just
Like flexing on it.
Ted always said, just be confident and the girls will love you.
hey, Snow Queen,
Snow Angel.
Snow Angel. That's it.
It's such a great pickup line for her, though. It's such a great nickname.
Hey, Snow
Well, it's
Angel.
too much though.
Yeah.
Should have called her Ice Queen. Should have done it.
I really don't have anything more to say about this episode. There's not
yeah, there
much we're
wasn't.
talking about.
Yeah, there wasn't much.
So, hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. Bye. A special thank you to our patrons. Your support helps us grow inch by inch, building the foundations for the future of HSG. So thank you. If you'd like to become a patron, be sure to check out the description for a link to our Patreon, where you can get things like stickers, shirts, or even the chance to work with me to create a major character for the RWBY D&D. I know we're already letting you request a character, but, the paid version's cooler. Comes with some extra benefits. And be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't, and ring that bell to be alerted to our videos. Or don't. It's a free internet. You can choose.